Hi students, today we are going to learn our changing earth. The movement of the earth, the causes of changes on the surface of the earth. The earth's movements are divided on the basis of the force which cause them. The forces which act in the interior of the earth are called endogenic force that works on the surface of the earth called exogenic force. Weathering. Weathering is the process breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface, and erosion is the breaking away of the landscape by different agents like water, glacier, wind, groundwater, seawater, ice, etc. Because of that, the landscape being continuously warm away. First, work of river. The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river stumbles at the steep angle over very hard rocks or down a steep away side, it forms a waterfall. As the river enters the plains, it twists and turns, forming large bands known as the meanders. Due to the continuous erosion and the depositions along the sides of the meanders, the end of the meanders loop come closer and closer. In due to course of the time, meander loops cut off from the rivers and forms a it is called a OX Bolex. At times the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called the sediments along its bank. This leads to formation of a flat fertile foodplain. The raised banks are called the leaves. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river being to break up into a number of streams called the distributors. The river became so slow that it being to deposit its load, each distributary forms its own mouth. The collection of the sediments from all the mouths form the deltas. In our India, most of rivers have their deltas. These are the most of the major rivers of the Indian subcontinent, such as the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari, and Mahanadi, flows eastwards the empties into the Bay of Bengal after forming deltas. The west flowing river of the peninsular India make estuaries, and the east flowing rivers make deltas. Next. Work of sea waves. The erosion depositions of the sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks. Cracks develops. Over time they became larger and wider. Thus hollow-like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called sea caves. As these cavities became bigger and bigger, only the roof of the caves remained, thus forming sea arches. Further erosion breaks the roof and only walls are left. These wall-like features are called the strikes. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above sea water is called sea cliff. The sea waves deposit sediments along the shores, forming beaches. Work of ice. Glaciers are rivers of ice which to erode the landscape by the bulldozing soil and stones to expose the solid rock below the glaciers carve out deep hollows. There, as the ice melts, they get filled up with water and become beautiful lakes. In the mountains, the material carried by a glacier, such as rock, big and small, sand, and silt, get the deposit. These deposits form the glacial moraines. Work of wind. An active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert is wind. In desert, you can see rocks in the shape of mushroom, commonly called the mushroom's rock. Winds erode the lower sections of the rock more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have narrower base and wider top. When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another. When it stops blowing, the sand falls and get deposits in low hill like the structure. These are called sand dunes. When the grains of sand is very fine and light, the wind can carry it over very long distance. When such sand is deposited in large area, it is called loose. A large deposit of loess is found in China. Thank you.